To prepare for today's video, I kicked a kitten for 1 full hour. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure it stopped moving after the first 3 minutes. Dear FNGR, oh yeah, this is a special how not to Brony indeed. I acted like a giant dumbass with Mayde and Wubcake, who, by the way, later that day, sat down with me for a good 2.5+ hours with me and my friends, talking about main studios, ILoveKimPossible and a bunch of other things. C-Class, your Uncle FNGR, before we talked about a bunch of analysts on King of Limbo, belonged to a group called Main Studios for the first 2 Limbo shows. So, bad news, good news, I'm not going to explain why I left here. However, this week I sat down with Mayde and Wubcake for their very own King and Queen of Limbo. This was a bit more structured than that 2-hour call, #professionalism. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you everything, but there seemed to be some misunderstanding about, 1, KP's influence in the analysis community. This does not exist. KP's power as a director to influence other directors, and keep content creators from working on future projects. No, I swear to God, Mayde and Wubcake are super cool people, 10 out of 10. Mwah! Go like and subscribe. By the way, this is me doing more than KP does for her minions. But I would like to fix this misconception. The analysis community, by and large, hates KP's guts. There are a few people that feel that KP is Nito and possibly Mosquito. They are in the low averages, and you could literally count them on one hand. As for other directors, this is good news and bad news time. Artists, editors, animators. This is Dulcet Tones. He generally gets 2 to 3 subs when I plug him for editing my work. That's when I actively plug him with a big fat annotation and say, Dulcet, thank you. Kind of like I'm doing now. Now, I know what you're thinking, FNGR, you're just thanking your editor to be tacky and gauche. Well, remember that Wubcake and Mayde podcast? Dulcet sat in, on mute, and did a backup recording in case my OBS decided to shit itself. Spoilers, my open broadcast system decided not to work, and we would have lost an amazing show. Would have. This guy right here saved Limbo podcast. And while I'm going to tell my audience you guys should go subscribe to Dulcet Tones, editors, artists, animators, this is not going to be in droves. If you're working for someone that you do not like, no matter their sub count, it's highly unlikely it's going to come close to being worth your time. For example, this is Silvermane. He does the majority of the amazing King of Limbo title cards and or thumbnails. He has 293 subscribers. I generally put his name on the podcasts above the co-hosts, and to be fair, his commissions are very busy. But once again, keep in mind, if you have someone bending over backwards to put you over to their audience, and Gray, everyone in Limbo loves your body of work, I do defy you to tell me if even this art only goes this far. Do ask yourself if you're not enjoying the people you're working under, if you're not being thanked or paid. It does fall upon you to speak up and to walk away from the project. All that said, dear KP, as well as Anon KP Leaks and everyone else involved, oh honey, I wasn't letting you off the hook. If you're not involved and you'd like to listen in, that's fine. If you are involved and are quietly sitting anonymously behind your computer, in all likelihood I'm about to piss you off. So, about July 4th, Anon KP Leaks took an indefinite hiatus after making its response video saying that they'd be watching and fired one last shot nettling KP about her horse fame. I would like to state that virtually everyone else who made a video and or article about horse fame passive-aggressively tried not to call out anyone else specifically. That's right, with the exception of MIndless Gonzo, the rest of the community kept it vague and cowardly, open to interpretation. So if there was a backlash, they could simply say, well, that's not what I meant. Did I mention anyone by name? Shortly before the videos against KP coming up, the Twitter account Anon KP Leaks began. The coincidence should not be lost on you. The best analogy I can think of Anon KP Leaks is this. If the Brony fandom were Gotham and Anon KP Leaks at its best imagining would be Batman. This works because the people who would have the power to address this issue are either unable or unwilling to handle or draw attention to it regretfully. This is a thuggish and vigilante entity that answers to no one. That's the power of Anonymous. And if they fuck up bad enough, they can just quit. Whatever problems I have with Anon KP Leaks is only overshadowed by the need for them to exist in the first place. And let's be fair, half of that problem is ILoveKimPossible.Alot. If you're a KP fan, keep in mind she did make that apology video, and if nothing else, you would have to understand that there was a problem. This is a problem that goes back as far as 2 years. The final straw for this old problem was Fluttershy's baby going on a separate channel. This is a 2 to 3 year old project that most people just assumed would never come out. Allegedly, this went on the side channel because it was thought KP was less than thrilled with the product. Now, till recently I assumed that this was one video. With that in mind, after 2-3 years of waiting, I could see why a lot of people would be pissed off. On the other hand, there are 13 videos on Fluttershy's baby. That would equal a massive amount of subscriber burn. Now, granted, some of these videos are small enough where they could have combined them and maybe shrunk those numbers down to 6 to 7 videos, combining the smaller ones. On the other hand, KP could have put one of these up once per month on her main channel. You know, maybe at least the first one? Also, at the time of the release, there was no announcement for that side channel. There's an add channel section on the side of your YouTube channel that's right above your recommended channels. Like, why didn't KP at least Fluttershy's baby here? This would have literally taken seconds. Then in feature videos, she could have just showed, go check out my other channel here. Kinda like I do occasionally with Analysis Daily, Fandom Frenzy, Kichi FIM's channel, The Secret Rift, my editor Dulcet Tone's channel, MIndless Gonzo, when he's doing something fun. You get the idea. This flub from KP is not an isolated incident. Her behavior around her staff is legendarily bad. Vita Pony is a close friend of mine, tried to report this sort of thing as early as 2 years ago to Chilice from Horse News, who later on would reply on a Pony Tonight podcast that's no longer up. There is no credibility to any of these stories about ILoveKimPossible Alot. Odd seeing is how Anon KP Leaks thanks Horse News and Twifag, who happens to be Corpulent Brony. Just look at the size of this guy on the Twifag banner on YouTube. Each of these videos is done without the consent of those involved and is against YouTube's terms of service. It's for this reason that I believe Corpulent Brony is at least in part working for KP Leaks, if not entirely. Corpulent Brony shrewdly discovered a way around Horse News' no self-promotion rule by running a house of cards. He used Anon KP Leaks to promote Twifag and Horse News, which Horse News then promoted KP Leaks, promoting Twifag and Horse News. I asked Rarefag from Horse News about this, and then he said, well, I guess the self-promotion rule is stupid, showing once and for all that Horse News, when the going gets tough, Horse News just says fuck it. Now I could spend a whole video talking about why trusting Corpulent Brony to do anything in the Brony fandom is a bad idea. There's already a video up on that on Vita's channel. A video Corpulent Brony failed to get removed after once again trying to use and abuse the terms of service, which he failed. I want to also remind people KP was nothing other than chill with Corpulent Brony and his friends when she came on their show Pony Tonight, aka the Pony Fuckcast. She never bad-mouthed any of them, and I would know, I was there. And good old Corp saw a big, unprotected, juicy, ripe morsel ripe for the plucking, like he always does, and waddled on down to scoop it up. Further proof that I know that the person from Horse News that works on Anon KP Links is Corpulent. He's the only member hardworking enough to pull this off. This, no doubt, was something Horse News could have reported on again from 2 years ago, as KP's Slicer staff have been legendary by now. Hell, go ask a Horse News affiliate Rarefag who said, and I quote, KP is scum. One more thing, I'm not without understanding when I say that this whole matter should have been handled in-house. As someone deeply involved in the Analysis Rift, I used to be deeply devoted to the old Rift, and put more time and care into it than any healthy, sane human being. Fixing things in-house can be a nightmare. This is a male alicorn. He ran the first Analysis Rift into the ground. He also helped Horse News expose KP stealing DHX assets.
Kind of did a little bit of stuff with them, where like that whole KP, or ILoveKimPossible fiasco with her animation using all the stolen assets when John Delancey was complaining about piracy. I was in there and I helped them kind of write their articles, more so just stopping them from reporting all the false shit.
No, okay, we'll veer away from that. For the John Delancey video that Anon KP Leaks brought up that's now down. On the other hand, a male alicorn is very polite, hardworking, and a talented animator. As the guy who ran the Analysis Rift, he was the laziest douche there ever was. My point I'm trying to get across is if your perspective is KP is a nice person or horribly inept, it's a matter of knowing the whole story. The negative one is floating around, and sadly, friends, I don't know anyone who can give you the balanced perspective, but I am trying. A lot of people watch KP's videos because of the brand. KP is clearly not the best analyst, reviewer, and for some time I can easily say that she's certainly not the funniest Brony. Her channel production has gotten bigger and bigger. Sometimes being a man or a woman in authority involves being an asshole. Take Sophisto from EQD. I'm Sure, he's had some decisions he hasn't been thrilled with doing. Heavy is the head that holds the crown. The massive difference between, say, a male alicorn or Sophisto from EQD. All of these guys are members of the community somewhere that will go to bat for them. A male alicorn, last I checked, is held in high regard in Stable Tech Studios. The Looney Turtle, if you look through his videos, has many friends in the community, whether I like it or not. Those people are smiling and having a good time around him. Now, once again, I understand the convention videos about you and your friends don't get views, but there's another reason why KP doesn't have videos where she's having a good time and her staff is having a good time. It's because they don't exist. Hell, at BronyCon's dinner, KP ignored everyone else and just talked to her staff the whole meal. What's more, she wasn't even invited. She kind of just bullied her way into the meeting. Don't get me wrong, 22 people showed up for about an 8-man meal. I, Vita, Aeon of Dreams, Death Alchemist, Astro Boy's girlfriend, Rustic Shine, were any of us supposed to be there? Well, that's complicated. That's French for, I can't tell you all the details. Believe me, as far as I'm concerned, there is a big name Brony I'd rather this whole thing be about, but sadly, this isn't my call. But I do assure you, there is at least one big name guy doing their best to let KP off the hook. I can't think of his name right now, but I'm sure it'll come to me. Months ago, I left a coup against Fallen Wish in the Analysis Rift, which led to the formation of the Secret Rift run by Secret Dreamer. We had the only active analysis room in the community with the best respected names. This took a lot of work. See, the fall of the first Analysis Rift through 3, it worked because after more than a year, everyone eventually worth a damn got on the same page and left. Also, at the same time, Fallen Wish lost her goddamn mind and demodded the second in command and a bunch of other BS. KP's minions really don't have a lot of places to go. The Brony Notion isn't doing massive collabs for his content. Silverquill has a much shorter list of people he works with. Dr. Wolf is an even shittier deal, whereas KP herself makes no money and Dr. Wolf has Google AdSense and Patreon and keeps the lion's share of the proceeds. At least when KP doesn't pay you, it's because there is no money. Now, this is where I separate myself from Anon over here. I was the one who told Anon KP Leaks ILoveKimPossible lost her spot on PhillyCon. I'm telling you this because I am not anonymous and I am not above reproach. Now, some of you might be asking, is this the end of the KP drama? And I might not be able to tell you everything, kids, but Anon KP Leaks said it'll be watching. Now, whether they stopped because of her video or they just simply ran out of ammo, I can't say, but I know about something. Something that would probably get the ball rolling again if KP proceeded as business as usual. That, my little pronies, hasn't happened yet. Now, amazingly enough, I'm shutting up about it because friendship in addition to being magic is also a giant pain in the ass sometimes. But don't take my word for it, here's a bonus clip from MrcakeDragonMan where he shows his unfiltered thoughts on ILoveKimPossible Now that this is basically over, your Uncle FNGR is in the commentary group known as the Federation of the Exalted, aka Fox. It's likely only a matter of time because no one over there is asking me for a collaboration. But in the meantime, they put me on the channel trainer and you should go check them out. Boonslayer is a really cool guy, so is Shower Guy over here, and Just Call Me Henry is in this group. He had a King of Limbo a long time ago, where he was really funny, so go subscribe to the Federation of the Exalted, where we remind you when all of your wishes come true, all of your dreams die.
Wunderbar. It's to my understanding, Mr. KakeDragonMan, that you were saying KP could pay her editors if she set up a Patreon. What is her reasoning for not doing that?
Okay, to be quite honest with you, I have no fucking clue on why she isn't paying her editors right now, and I also have no fucking clue on why she's not even promoting them the way that I fucking do it, or like, alright, I have a lot of YouTubers that help out smaller fucking YouTubers
You don't have to go massively. She's not doing... Just go to the... Why the second channel? Did she even give a reason for that?
No, she fucking didn't. Like, the thing is, she was just like, oh, well, it would have just messed up my, the flow with the reviews and everything that I work on. Bullshit, cunt. You don't work on any of them.
Okay.
You just fucking talk.
Hold it, breathe, take a moment. Now, okay, this is during the hiatus. What was her excuse now?
I don't know. I have no fucking clue. She took 3 years to make this one dumb bullshit. Fucking a lot of voice actors that were on the project and artists that were in the project left because of the fact that she never talked to any of us. Okay. She always had her main editor talk to us, and she did it like once or twice, but that's fucking it. No, and it's ridiculous.
No, Cake, I know you can't speak for everybody, but I'm still gonna ask. Is that whole project, is that the big recent blow up, because a lot of this is nothing new with KP, to the best of my knowledge.
Yes, this is the big blow up. This was the last fucking straw. Because the thing is, back in the day, I don't know if MLP voice actors or animators or reviewers get paid to do this shit now or not. I don't know if they're like, if things have gotten good with Hasbro because they're money grubbing cunts. No, they're money grubbing cunts. Fuck button mash. Okay?
The opinions of KPDragonMan do not reflect LIMBO, King Limbo, but whatever, blah, blah, blah. Moving right along here. Let's stay on point here. Is this about money or recognition for you, Cake?
No. This is about recognition and, like, at least payment for all of the people
I have to ask, this is a massive question for a lot of the detractors of KP. Have you guys just not looked at her previous works and going, oh yeah, no, she doesn't really, like, she buries the people if she bothers giving them credit at all on the channel.
She does bury the people. I have seen some of her recent works, and they're just as fucking terrible and cringy as it always is.
But why do people keep working for her? I don't get it.
People keep working for her because of the fact that A, she has a vagina, B, she's horse famous, like 100,000 fucking subscribers with no payment doesn't fucking get you anything. If you want to go to film school or whatever the fuck and be like, I have a fucking My Little Pony channel, you're like, oh, okay, what do? I don't make anything from it. And John Delancey shook my hand once, and I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Look, I've met more fucking voice actors than this cunt. I'm friends with more voice actors than this cunt. And the thing is, with KP, I'm gonna compare her to other fucking YouTubers that aren't in the Brony fandom. The editor guy just left right when I was just shitting on his waifu.
No, Kate. Editor, for the record, you like to clarify you are not a fan of KP?
Oh, fuck no.
Okay.
Oh, I'm calling her a cunt right now. You're gonna love what I'm about to say about how much of a fucking cunt she is.
Okay, the first thing I hear into this call is she's a fucking cunt. I absolutely adore this guy.
I'm afraid I'm about to get kicked out.
No, it's okay. It's because I had a silencer clicked into my microphone and stopped my mic from working, so I had to hang up and take it out.
Alrighty. Alright, so let me just compare her to other, better, more successful YouTubers that actually get paid to do this shit. Colossal is Crazy is a YouTuber that does commentary videos where he talks about like certain individual bullshit, and he doesn't upload as much.
How much work did you put into the project while you're upset?
I was Spike the Dragon, and I did voices for him, and we had to do this fucking song cover bullshit, and I didn't know the direction. She's just like, oh, go look at the fucking song Bohemian Rhapsody and look at that shit. I'm just like, I have to sing certain parts of the song as Spike when I couldn't sing as Spike, and I still can't sing as Spike, though I can do Spike a lot better now, but I haven't done Spike other than Anthony C's project, which is coming out. You can cut that off if you want. But anyway, the thing is...
Up or what?
No. I just don't want Anthony C's fucking name to be like dragged down onto this.
No. Everybody goddamn loves Anthony C. I
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
That motherfucker.
Here's an interesting
paid me.
Cake. It's funny you should say that. Is he still on good terms with KP? Because they used to.
I don't know. I literally told him that she's a cunt. I told him on the end she's a cunt, and he didn't say anything about it.
Okay, that's confusing.
I said I apologized. Because I really don't like KP. And he was like, oh no, this is fine. And I'm just like, this is the coolest guy ever. You know what he did? That absolutely no fucking person in the world.
Tweeting you on Twitter. I saw that. I was doing that for a while. I'm assuming he got sick of all my drama and walked away. Cool guy. Still love you up and down, Anthony, if you're watching. Cool.
Yeah, Anthony, I love you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with Anthony. He not only encouraged me to make more videos, he not only encouraged me to keep on making content, because my channel, I don't know if you've seen my channel, but it's fucking dying right now, as usual. When you get out of
did you do too many live streams or some shit?
No, I don't do any of that shit. But
Okay.
I just do reviews, and I have a secondary channel to do YouTube poops and skits and everything, making fun of reactioners.
People bury their content in fucking too many Let's Plays or Let's Reacts. Or
Yeah. One of my friends are actually on that right now. But anyway, back to the Anthony C thing. The thing that he does, that he encouraged me to make videos, tells me that I actually have talent, and I worked on a project with him, did my Spike voice for the first time in like a year or two. And you know what this motherfucker does?
What?
He fucking pays me with money! And he actually gives me credit!
All right.
And is telling me, oh, you work on this, do that, is like directing me like an actual fucking director. And I'm just sitting here like no one in the history of I've been in Bogile Bronies. I've done shit for fucking KP. No one has ever paid me to do anything. No one has ever directed me in a nice, calming manner and said, work on this, do that. No one's actually treated me like a fucking human the entire time I was in the Brony community. And now I have been getting that more with him. And I fucking know more people than fucking KP. She's like, John Delancey shook my fucking hand. So what, cunt? I had an interview with Shima Lawan. I hate everything. Monkey Jones. I know people, bitch. You don't know anyone.
God damn. Hey, Cake, I want to marry you.
Oh my god damn.
And you know what else I do?
What?
You know what I do that KP doesn't? When I get in a video, I go in the fucking title section and I say edited by and animated by this person. Because I don't fucking edit all the goddamn videos. Whenever I edit a fucking video, I don't put anyone's name on it. When someone else edits it for me, I put their name on it. And when my Patreon actually does good, I'll actually give them some fucking money.
Jesus, if I knew you would have had this, so forget King of Limbo, I should put this on How Not to Brony. This
Is
would
Mr. Cake the Hulk?
It would get more views. just because of the brand.
It's so easy. It's so easy to just find somebody that has like 100 subscribers and fucking promote them. A lot of these dumbass idiots on the Brony community, and not even the Brony community, some fucking YouTubers that barely know how to have a functioning YouTube channel. Like some iCarly shit where you're like, oh, edited by this person. It's so easy. No one ever fucking does it. And I'm like the only person, well, me, Zaptai, Colossal's Crazy, Pyrocircle, other fucking, mostly commentators, because we're all fucking shitty down here. But the thing is, I
hang out with lots of commentators. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Mommylicious doesn't count as a real commentator. Anyway.
I hang out with Rhino Reno Mills, sir.
Oh, Rhino's fucking great. I love him. But
Yeah,
Mommylicious, if you're watching, put more editing into your fucking videos. I love you, but god fucking damn it, you're so lazy. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the actual issue. I was talking about fucking Colossal's Crazy, goddamn. There's another commentator called Elvis the Alien who did like a little intro, and Colossal put his little intro into his video. And he was like, he in the end of the video, he basically was just putting that, like, one of Elvis's videos on there, and it was like, Elvis the Alien is the one person that actually made the intro for me, so you can thank him by going to his channel and subscribing. And the most sexiest voice I've ever heard, because fucking Colossal's Crazy is a goddamn amazing person. Another thing that a commentator has done, Pyrocynical. This is something that a YouTuber would never do. No YouTuber would ever do this. But I might if I ever get fucking big. Pyrocynical basically put a bunch of smaller YouTubers on his channel while he was on vacation and was like, oh, these guys are gonna fucking do some content for me. Hey, watch your mouth, Zaptai, some other, Dolan Doc, I don't fucking know the rest of the goddamn people in fucking the YouTube commentary channels. And
I've heard examples of that, but I'm not gonna put the person over who did it because I don't like them.
That I don't like. Because there's a lot of people that I don't like that fucked me over, and I will still say their content is pretty okay. But every single time one person is actually doing good that stopped working for me, but she just never fucking talked to me ever again. So
I don't know what it is. I like Angry Cake Dragon Man more than Happy Cake Dragon Man. It's strange.
Yeah, because this fucking angers me. It's like a simple fucking, like, any fucking dumb idiot baby can, like, edit and, like, talk to another person and say, hey, this guy made a thing for me. And it's like, you can say their name. What Leafy's here does is he never names these people when he says an animator fucking animated a thing for me. I was like, you cunt, come the fuck on. Which is why I love people like Zaptai, because of the fact that he fucking promotes people. And it's like,
you know what? I have no problems with Leafy. There's this guy that used to stalk Knickers that he beat the shit out of. He smacked the fuck out of Tootsie. And as far as I'm concerned, Leafy, we okay after that.
Yeah. I'm on an episode of your podcast so I can shit talk him, because I'm sure he's a cool guy because he did help out Elvis, but like he needs to learn how to promote people better. But anyway, back to KP. The problem that I have with KP is the fact that she is such a dumb cunt that she doesn't know how to promote people, and she doesn't even pay them. If you don't promote someone and you pay them, you know what? That's fine. JonTron did it for his fucking, well, he put their fucking links in the description below. And the thing is, like, yeah, KP has that little square thing with the fucking the person's channel. You can click on that little square thing with all of my other social media things on the fucking end slate of my fucking shitty shit. But it's just, I believe that whenever My Little Pony is gonna fucking crumble and die, I fear for the actual talented people in the analysis community. So very little people I actually care about.
Cake. I thought of actually making a troll about this, where I was like, well, who's to say it's going to die? First things first, we've got 9 seasons, which means we have 3 years, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, who's to say that freaking goddamn Gen 5 doesn't spit out and these people lap it up like, you know, the fucking bronies they are. And everybody just jumps onto the next goddamn thing. This shit could fucking go on for 5 to 10 more goddamn years.
That's true. But I'm just like...
It's kind of horrifying, actually.
I'm just horrified with the fact that a lot of the people that are in the brony community will only do brony shit, where smart people... Mando Pony... That other guy that did anime, that's doing anime shit now, whose name I forgot. Digibro.
Yep. 200,000 subs, $1,000 per video on Patreon.
Like those guys are. Oh yeah, Endless Jess, who's a fucking madman. I love him, but he thinks I'm cancer. But anyway, those guys are smart because yeah. All right, happy birthday. Follow me, you fucking ugly cunt. Anyway, the thing is, with those people, it's just. They knew that this was a sinking ship and they would never get anywhere with just doing My Little Pony bullshit. So they left and they are doing other things. And it took a while. Like, it took a while, but they're doing so much better now without just doing My Little Pony bullshit. So
not everybody in that crew is doing better right now. Freaking Nick Kingman's doing amazing. Holy fucking shit, but I'm not going to go through and talk about whoever's doing a little less.
Yeah, but Mando Pony's working with fucking the completionist and shit like that. So I'm just like, he's fucking set. You lucky motherfucker. I don't think he deserves it. No, I know he does. He actually fucking puts effort into his shit. But it's just like, it's hard for people to like escape from MLP, which is why I did 2 videos on My Little Pony. I might do a third one with the KP one. I don't know if that counts, but like I might do a third bitching his magic with Fluttershy if I get a certain amount of money on Patreon.
Is that why your views are dipping down because you tried to break from the fan base?
Yes. But the one video that I did was a video on Ed Netty, which is now fucking hold for copyright. Thanks a lot, aka. Oh, and that was featured on their, I gave it to them and it was featured on their Facebook. I love them, but I want to talk to them and bother them and be like, hey, can you get this strike out of my channel? Like, it's not a strike on my channel, but the video, I can't make money off of that video anymore. And then another video I did with Shima Luan from Planet Dolan is now currently at 65,000 views right now.
Oh, I'd go for... Did you say Planet Dolan? Danger Dolan, right?
Yeah. Shima Luan.
Oh my god, I want to work for them.
You know what? Yep, see you. Fucking, I'm jealous. I fucking respect Danger Dolan. That's a badass channel.
Yeah, I haven't worked with them yet, but I did work with Shima. Shima worked with me on my channel, and she's a fucking sweetheart. I don't know if she's dead or not, because I haven't seen her in any fucking Planet Dolan videos. But I believe that's why my views are going down, because people are like, either they want ponies or they want Shima. So, fuck it. I'll just keep doing my shit, I guess. And the thing is, like, I don't really care I do care immensely. My channel is fucking dead. It's what's your
view to sub count, basically?
My view to sub count is like 200 videos a week. I mean 200 views a month or 2 and 2,550 subs.
What? Do drama, man.
I'm not gonna fucking do drama. No. The thing is,
are you sure? Because
I have to ask you, Cake, right now, you're doing drama right here. Like you were doing. This is fucking, and this is grade A quality drama. And
because here's the thing: people on fucking Twitter, they think Wubcake is Anon or KP Anon, whatever the fuck the Twitter's name is.
When I saw one of the tweets on there, I think it's Corpulent.
Yeah, Corpulence. I miss him so much.
No. It was just one of those things where he's like, I'd like to thank Horse News and Twifag. First things first, Twifag, that is Corpulent. And I was like, oh, so he found a way for Horse News to promote himself on a workaround here. You know, I'm not, okay, it is some nitpicky bullshit, but it doesn't really matter that bad. I'm not gonna, brag on him. It's just, he's sitting there with an amazing weapon in his back pocket right now, if that is him. And I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be a problem down the road. But hey, in the meantime, it's a good time for everybody who isn't KP, right?
And the thing is with me, back in the day, I would never make a fucking video like this on KP because of the fact that I was too much of a fucking pussy, because I was like, oh no, the bronies are gonna hate me. Oh no, I'm never gonna get a job work as Spike. And now...
Cake, back in the day when fucking you were in the Rift, everybody bitched about KP. This is nothing new, though.
Yeah, but like if I did it, I would be destroyed because I was fucking...
Who like KP
small
in the Rift? Like, no, really, who did? I don't remember anybody.
That's true, but like the thing is she's just like a bunch of bronies like would work with her and shit just because of fucking horse fame and everything like that. And I'm just like sitting here like I don't want to ruin everything. So when I left the Rift, did my own non-pony shit. Got a little success from there. Did a video with Alex Clark. Again, I did a collab with Shima on my channel and doing more collabs with other reviewers and doing interviews with other more fucking important YouTubers and shit like Monkey Jones, Tommy C, even voice actors like Amber Lee Connors and fucking the voice of Danielle McRae, the voice of Painwheel from Skullgirls. People that actually fucking matter, not just fucking horse famous people. And the thing is, now that I'm like
as somebody who talks to Digi at least once a week, you are giving him a run for his money on the vitriol for the fucking Brony fandom.
Yeah, Digi, you want to fucking come with me? Cunt, fuck you, I'll fight you, bitch. I can shit talk anybody at this point. I'm not really that much in the Brony fandom anymore. No, I will do work for other people. Okay. I will do fucking work for them if they either pay me or give me some actual respect. And now I'm just like waiting for like bronies to come on my fucking thing and be like, oh, your old pony videos are shit. And I'm like waiting for the mass dislike videos ratio on my Rainbow Dash.
Well, it's okay.
Video.
Breathe for a second. First things first. They're not Keemstar. They're not going to pull up on like a KP is not going to be sitting in Twitch and going, all right, give this faggot 100 goddamn downvotes on this video. Now move on to the next. When I saw that, I laughed my ass off. Like, God, wouldn't it be something to have fans like that? I'm saying I would. Oh yeah, but you know what? I'll be honest. I totally fucking would if I had like 100,000 fucking subscribers. I'm like, all right, we're gonna move on now. Give this asshole 100 downvotes.
It's better when you.
It's good to be the hammer and not the nail.
Jesus Christ! You know you're a lot better when you talk more than you text because those goddamn emojis. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, no, I do. I'm being obnoxious. Sorry.
Yeah. I could tell. But like, fucking. The thing is, with all of the things I've been doing right now, the garbage podcast, the bitching is magic thing, Patreon, which is actually doing a lot better than it was back in the day. I get $1 and now I'm getting 34. Fuck it. I'll get some NSFW commissions of Pira Nikos from Ruby sucking my dick. Well, fuck it.
Tell you what, Cake, if you're looking for money, I do have a guy that fucking goddamn shits it out. His name's Okizuma. If you do hit videos for him, I don't know if you're into that sort of thing.
What's a hit video? I don't even know what that is.
Basically, you do a commentary on somebody he wants you to smack the piss out of.
Oh, I'll do it. I'm doing one on KP right now. Actually, my first and possibly only commentary video on KP. If it's well received, I'll do another commentary and I'll switch it to the secondary channel because of the fact that the reason why I want to do this KP commentary on my first channel is because I started out in the Brony fandom and if I'm gonna fucking kill my fucking MLP career, I'm gonna kill it on my terms.
You are not gonna smacking the piss out of KP is the safest target on God's green earth right now. In fact, Cake, I actually thought about sticking up for her just to get some heat, which I would get. If I made a pro KP video right now, I would get fucking buried. Are you kidding me? So no, yeah.
All you need to say is just the words "I like KP," and you're automatically.
I had this discussion I think with Brony about this, where I was like, well, I could bullshit that she's a nice person right now. And he's like, would it be true? I was like, no, I just said bullshit. I could sit there and say, well, she's not necessarily, maybe she's just absent-minded. Maybe she's just lazy. And those are things that bronies can identify with. Oh, I'm a little dumb. I'm a little stupid. I'm a little lazy. It's a bit more than that. It really is. But
okay,
with the right spiel, you could let her off the hook, but no one wants to, so fuck it.
So, to all the people that are working with KP right now, listen, work for me. I might not pay as much as KP right now, but at least I'll actually fucking pay you in the end.
Anthony, what you should do is you should let this guy script and read the next How Not to Brony.
You know what?
Oh yeah, fucking let me do it.
To tell you what, I'm gonna stop the recording here and we're gonna hang out. I think that was pretty good.